Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about something I am pretty excited about. It's from Natasha Denona. This is the Sculpt and Glow palette. I've got the shade 01 for medium light skin tones, and this is absolutely stunning. It just came out. I knew I had to have it because everything I've gotten from Natasha Denona has been phenomenal. I cannot think of one thing that I have gotten that I've just been like, no, I don't like this. They were supposed to come out with like the blushy color highlights on the same day, but from what I understand, they are held up in custom. So I'm not sure if I'm still going to grab those because I really wanted to demo them with this, but let me know if you really want to see those. If you do, I'll grab them. Anywho, back to the palette. So yes, the packaging is absolutely stunning, and you will get fingerprints all over it, but I'm okay with it. You open it up and you've got 6 shades in here, and these are highlight and contour. You have cream and powder, and you have like this little flap here to make sure that your creams stay nice and not dried out. What I love the most about this is that there's actual contour shades. You're not opening this up and saying, oh, I'm gonna bronze with my contour palette. No, this actually has good shades in here, which is surprising to me. I'm going to insert swatches of this palette on my daughter, which she is about like an NC to NW, like she's a little bit more neutral. Very, very light. I am an NC 20. I also wear, right now I am wearing double wear in sand. So that gives you an idea if you are close in color to me. So I'm going to show you the swatches of this palette on her. And then Kelsey Brianna J reviewed this as well. And she is sending me pictures on her skin tone. I think she's like an NC 43, 44, something like that, with the darker palette. So I want you guys to be able to see both of them. So thank you, Kel. I appreciate you. So the Sculpt and Glow is going to cost you $89. Yes, I know that is expensive, but think about it. Natasha Denona has not come out with anything A, subpar, or B, that wasn't on the higher price point. All of her eyeshadow palettes are expensive, but they are worth it if you ask me. I have not gotten anything from her that I'm like, I don't like it. So this is no exception. This is the first time I have put it on my face, but I am absolutely thrilled with it. All of these really blend out so well. The colors are phenomenal. There's only one complaint I have, which I can't really say is a fair complaint, is that the Japanese pressed powder to set to anything you highlight for me is too dark. And you'll see that in the video. It darkened up my brighter under eye. But that's okay. You have to think about this as it's a light to medium. That powder is going to be more geared to somebody who is medium, and it does actually look really smooth underneath the eye. So if it was lighter, I probably would use it, but I'm not mad because I love Hourglass Diffuse Light. There's only one shade in here that I'm not going to use. Not mad at it, but I also get a whole lot darker during the summer, so I might be able to use it then. But everything else works on my skin tone, everything else in this palette. I have used several other highlight and contour palettes in the past and just haven't fallen in love with it. It's either the shades, the formulas, they're greasy, you know, I just have not fallen in love with them. And the creams in here, I know the highlight color is supposed to have oil controlling properties to it, and in both the highlight and contour creams, I don't know about the like shimmery highlight cream, but the other two, I know according to her video, because that's what I did. I watched Natasha Denona's video, but they are high in antioxidants. They have anti-aging properties in them, sunflower seed, and then jojoba oil to moisturize the skin. So these are quality products, and I really felt that when I was putting it on my skin. I fell in love instantly. I didn't know if I was going to like this. I didn't think it was going to be bad. Like I said, Natasha Denona has done me no wrong, but I didn't expect to love it this much. And so for that, I'm going to have to say that this is 100% worth it. If you're looking for a high quality highlight and contour palette, this is it 100%. I put my Mel stamp of approval on this 100%. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble too much. Let's go into the demonstration. The first product I'm going to take is my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to grab the cream highlight in the palette straight up with my Beauty Blender. You can use a brush if you'd like to, but I don't roll that way. I'm going to start this on the high points of my face. And keep in mind, this is not a concealer. This is a highlighter. So don't try to use this as concealer underneath your eyes. You top with it. So I do already have my concealer on. This is giving me a brightening effect, but it's not like too intense because it's not too light. This was probably not going to do much for somebody who's like NC15 and W15, like that kind of area. Just going center of the forehead, chin, and I do like that it's not too intense. Like, I appreciate that I'm not having white on my face. I'm just patting this in. I'm going to pick up my MAC 170 brush and I'm going to go in with the cream contour. I'm going to start stamping this on. I'm kind of holding the brush at an angle so that I don't get it too crazy. This is so pigmented. I was not expecting that. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but I wasn't. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this where I want to put it. And keep in mind, everyone's face shape is different. You don't necessarily want to do this in the same spots as I am. Kind of look up. I think Wayne Goss had a really good one that kind of showed where you want to put it for different face shapes. But Google it, do whatever you got to do. If you have a small forehead, like this right here is the last thing you want to do. But anyway, what I'm doing is I'm pressing this into my skin kind of the same way I do with my Soleil Tan de Chanel. And this is buffing in so easily, and it looks so good. I hope it looks this good on camera because I, right now, am impressed. I don't like contouring my nose, so I'm just taking the excess from the brush and just kind of stamping. So I have like a little bit of color there, but I do not like contouring my nose. I just don't do it. Back in with the Beauty Blender, opposite side, and I'm going to grab the cream face shimmer. I'm going to pop this right up here. You could do this after powder too. I'm just not going to. I'm just doing things my own way. I just want to see how the product works and how I would typically use it. Normally I would use diffused light from Hourglass to set the highlighted areas of my face, but because I've got a powder in here to do that, I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to use just my La Mer powder all over before I go on with the other ones. So I'm taking the Japanese pressed powder on a Wayne Goss number 2, and I'm going to set this area. And see, on me, that darkened it up. So this is the first complaint I have, is that that powder definitely darkened me up. And that it was so pretty beforehand. Ah! You know what? I'm going to cheat. See if I can lighten it up a little bit with my Hourglass. And that's typical for me. Like, almost all those type of powders do that. So I personally probably would not use that powder. It's just too dark for me. Set my face with the La Mer. I'm so sad because I feel like that really ruined it because it was so gorgeous before that. And now I feel like you can't really see my contour and stuff because that powder was so dark on me. Ugh. Wayne Goss 00 and the contour shade. And I'm gonna go back over the contours. I'm so angry. I shouldn't be this mad. MAC 133 and the All Over Shimmer in Powder. I'm not going to put this all over my face because I'm not. But I'm just going to top here, here. The usual suspect areas. A little bit of NARS madly on the tops of my cheeks, and then I'm going to buff using my Sicily. That highlight is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Alright you guys, that is it for the tutorial / review. Let me know if you're going to grab this, if you have this, what you think. I am in love with it. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. A must-have in my book. But anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!